So I think we should. We should vlog it, and I think we should talk about it.
Well, I definitely want to vlog the
Okay.
process.
Okay.
It's gonna be very interesting. And I am very, 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 very excited.
So what she's talking about is we are thinking about having a child together, right? And as you can tell, we are both women. So we have to come up with a really good plan. And so I think our plan is going to consist of, it may consist of some type of implementation or implantation process, but essentially she'll be carrying our child, but they will be my actual kids. So I am going to be a mom, and it'll be my first child. First child. I think that's pretty geek. I'm good. I'm happy about that.
We gotta have a view.
Yeah, that's good. I'm kind of excited about that. So I'm thinking about vlogging the process. So I'm really serious, really truly about getting the next play mentality, the messaging out, right? So one thing I do know is that, we are going on these different journeys in our own lives. And I think part of telling my story is going to help with what we have going on with, your next play.
Right.
Getting to that next play mentality. So we're going to vlog the process of us. Look at Angelique.
That's who the viewer was.
I think it's 2 now.
It's 2.
Oh, look, I'm too excited to have seen her. Girl, this is our first time going live. So we on here, and I think we're going to try and vlog. Not try and talk to whoever jumps on. I'm so excited. I know she is, girl. So... But I really think that we're going to try and vlog this experience. Like, I think it's one, I am like, wait a minute, is this what I want to do?
Right.
But it is, and I'm excited about it. Are you like excited?
I'm super excited.
So, and we are like super girls, so we have already picked out. We picked out a name if it's gonna be a girl, because we just feel like it's gonna be a girl. I don't know why. I guess it's gonna be a girl. We do have a name for a boy, but we keep saying it's gonna be a girl, so we keep saying the girl name. That's the problem. So I keep hearing the girl name. I don't know what I want though. That's the weird part. I don't know if I'm gonna be happy with a girl or a boy.
I think you'll be happy with either.
I do. I feel like it's gonna be a girl too, though.
Yes, let's speak, girl, into the atmosphere.
Yeah. So we got a lot of stuff that we got to get done and go through. And the good thing is we already have a donor.
We do.
So
we do.
Fun time.
Oh, you see what Angelique said?
It will be a boy.
No.
I think I want a boy. I think I do in my heart of heart want. I want a boy. I think I do. I keep thinking because I want a boy so bad, it's gonna end up being a girl. I gotta stop wanting it to be a boy. That's probably. I mean, stop wanting it to be wanting it to be a girl in my outward speaking, because then it's gonna be a girl for real. So keep talking into existence, Angelique. It's gonna be a boy. He gonna be so player, so smooth, so debonair, so suave.
Oh no, whatever we have. Boy, very, very, very this is gonna be a journey. It's gonna be
I'm on it. Yes, hit the ground running. And you know what's crazy is Quinn makes it even more complicated. So we're already going to be in a process, and she doesn't want to have, and for a really good reason. And we can talk a little bit about like kind of our healthcare here in Nevada and what that looks like. But she doesn't want to be in a hospital. So we're not going to have the baby at a hospital. So it's already inside of a very delicate process. But Quinn wants to make it just a little bit more delicate. She wants to be able to tell some really good stories to our kids instead of just saying you came, I guess. But nonetheless, the healthcare system, and I work for the healthcare system, so we're trying to make it great. But just when you think of like coming from the Midwest, it's very notable that there is a difference. So we're going to work with a birthing center, see if we can come up with a boy. Come
Birthing
up with a
center, they
boy.
have,
Come on.
they give you the options to pretty much have
And I'm cool with that. And I don't know what kind of process it's gonna be, so y'all pray for us. Cool. And this was really our productive vibe session. We were supposed to talk about being you today and what it really meant to be you, but I was too excited to share news. I felt like it was something telling me like just jump out there and tell them what y'all gonna do and how you gonna do it. And I'm just too excited about it now. I don't know. It's kind of getting weird. So it is our productive vibe session, and we usually have a really good script and stuff kind of set up for. It's just good content and really just some good points we want to talk through, and talking through really being you and what that means, and like why sometimes it's poorly executed, because a lot of us are not being us. We are trying to impress, or we are trying to fit in, or we are trying to understand, or we are trying to find ourselves. Right. So some of the conversation around being you is understanding that when you are struggling with what it means to be you, it's really a you thing. That's really something that is you are not accepting of yourself, and you got to figure out. You got to hear between the garbage, like you got to move the garbage out the way and hear between the noise. What don't you like about yourself, and why don't you like it? And what is it that's just you, and how do you mold it, or how do you train it or frame it, how do you deprogram it, because really it's trying to unlearn, right, all the junk that you programmed in yourself to think it was not good in the first place. So being you is just one of those things where we lay it out quick. It's an uphill battle. Like we live in a really poor climate. We live in a time where there's a struggle constantly um, for people who may look like us, for people who are upset or really ashamed of the privilege that they have. Like it's a battle to be yourself. Like it's a battle to step out on the line. And I know that that comment may go some places for you, but all of us are dealing with struggles on how to kind of open up and say what needs to be said. Like who's going to be the first to do that? Who's going to be themselves and say things like, I'm in the wrong environment? Who's going to say things like, I really don't like hanging out all night. Like I'd rather be in the house, but because everybody else is hanging out all night, this is what I'm gonna do. Who's gonna be the first to say that? Who's gonna be the first to say that? I have other dreams, but I can't get them. I can't accomplish them here.
Right.
This isn't set up for me to be great. And really rejecting those pieces of yourself that is where the real struggle starts to be for yourself, right? So people don't really know your insecurities. I can't see your insecurities, but we do show people our insecurities. We cover things, we medicate things, we cut things off, we transfer things, we do a number of things, and really it doesn't change the bottom line. It doesn't change necessarily who you are. It's applying the wrong strategy to a problem that you have, so it's going to make the work that much more hard. Right. And really, if you step back and allow yourself to be you, you become closer to the person that you're really supposed to become, and it's an easier route for you. The people who don't accept or appreciate or love you, you make the job easy. They make the job easy. Be you, because people are gonna have something to say anyway. Oh my man, they gonna have something to say any way you do it. So why not do it as yourself? Something that you want to rock with in the first place, because they're gonna say something about it anyway. Good, bad, or indifferent. Don't go looking for validation. Validation means you're trying to appease whatever you think somebody else wants to see in you. And remember, you're looking through lenses of insecurity, so you end up not being able to fulfill the job anyways, because it's not you. So be you. And really walk fearlessly in being you authentically. Like, I like chick flicks. I do. I love them. Hey, listen. I hate scary movies. I don't know why this one. We gotta go see that. No, we don't. Like, it's irritating to just scare myself. Like, I don't have to. I listen. I like, girl. I like to know how it's gonna end. I want to know if she gonna get the man and move on happy. Like, I'm cool with that. Right? And that's just me.
Right.
And I like talking to people, and I like really having an interest, and I like being myself, and I like dressing like I dress. I like talking the way I talk. I like me. And that gave me the power to be me, because that wasn't always me. It was, how should I wear my hair? How should I walk? How should I dress? How should I approach this situation? How do I love myself? I was choosing people over myself. There was no way I was being myself, because I didn't know who I was really becoming, doing too much for other people that really end up not being for you anyways, not being ready for the mission. And the mission. So you get into a space where you get quiet with yourself, right? You get into a space where you start to know what love feels like for yourself. You get into a space where you start to hear and vibrate with yourself. Like, what things do you want to do? How do you want to feel? What do you want to think about? What can you control? And then understand what things don't fit into that. And it's not a selfish place to self-care. Love is showing self-care. Loving yourself is showing self-care. And you got to do that boldly. You got to choose yourself every time. And that's really what it comes down to. It's about choosing yourself. It's about making sure that you understand and you love yourself, because then you have enough deposits to really love other people, to pump into other people, to have service for other people. There is no bank account that runs on withdrawals alone. Before long, you'll be floating in the negative. And we have enough pictures that have been painted to show a negative outcome, a negative picture, something that's no hope involved. So instead of thinking about it that way, let's think about what we can produce, how we can pump into ourselves so we can pour into other people. And it's really starting with just being yourself. Yeah. What else do we need to know? What are the things that we want to make sure? We can make sure. We got time.
Take the necessary measures you need to take to know who you are.
I was just sitting back here thinking,
embrace it.
It's a little over a decade.
Be confident in you. Be you.
Not because we're the best,
That's
just wanted it
the
more
realest
than
thing
niggas.
you can do for yourself.
See, I remember recording in your room with that cheap ass
It's
microphone
big.
taped to the wall.
And then you can
Broke all
start
night
making
just to do the same
plays
thing in the
because
morning.
you know what you want to
And
do.
that's when that hard work started showing.
Got a mindset.
So you started
Use
eating up
that
on niggas
mindset.
escaping
Use the
global warming.
mindset.
Make plays,
Heavy lyrical
execute.
contact that
Next
put niggas in mode.
mentality.
And just when they thought you
I am
was
Dr.
done,
Classic,
you made niggas dear.
and this is Quinn with Quinn's Collective.
Drop everything in row.
Until next time,
After that, your
let's talk
future
about
count
it.
went higher.